Sleep scientists have the positively dreadful, invigorating job of watching people sleep and studying the activity of their brains when they do so. Now, at first, this might seem like a pretty boring job. How much could our brains possibly be doing when we're literally doing nothing? But it turns out the brain is unbelievably active during this period of so-called rest, and is doing way more than churning up your dreams. When we're at rest, our brains aren't resting at all, but instead hog up an enormous amount of energy, carrying out a host of maintenance tasks that help us feel rested the next morning and help our brains work better the next day. In this brain snack, I'll share with you the 3 incredibly important things that your brain does while you sleep, and what happens when you don't catch enough Z's for it to handle its business. I simply can't do it. No matter what I say or how many times I say it, I simply cannot overstate the importance of sleep to the optimal functioning of your brain. No one can deny how useful getting enough sleep can be. But the truth is, no one really knows why we do it. For the longest, scientists came to the groundbreaking conclusion that our bodies and brains simply reached a point in the day where they needed a metabolic break from constant activity. Now, that might be true for your elbows and kidneys, but it's simply not for your brain, who in most cases becomes more active at night. One essential task that your brain busies itself with while you're off in la la land is cleaning itself with a recently discovered network of vessels called the glymphatic system. The glymphatic system is your brain's personal cleaning crew, who only report for duty at night while you sleep. Much of the extra activity recorded in brains at night is this system, pushing brain juice or cerebral spinal fluid around the brain, essentially providing it with a free power wash each night. So what exactly are they cleaning? Well, throughout the day, as we busy ourselves working, socializing, answering the new TikTok challenge, amyloid beta proteins accumulate in the brain as a result of normal metabolic processes. But not only can amyloid beta be toxic at certain levels, these sticky proteins have the tendency to clump together and form long-lasting, hard to get rid of plaque inside the brain. Now, this plaque has been linked to everything from brain fog to Down syndrome, but the real damage comes from their long-term accumulation throughout our lives. Found in the brain of virtually all Alzheimer's patients and more than half of people over the age of 80. This hyperaccumulation of plaque inside the brain disrupts normal cellular and brain function, causing dementia symptoms in its victims. But in some countries where sleep patterns and diet are poor, like ours? Serious plaque and related symptoms can start as early as 30 years old. But this protein plaque formation isn't predestined. You can prevent its buildup by doing 3 simple things: eating right, in particular, limiting your intake of sugar and upping your intake of fiber, exercising regularly, and probably the most materially, getting enough rest. When it comes to keeping your brain plaque free, though, not all sleep is created equal. Our brains get the deepest, most restorative cleaning when we enter the deepest stages of non-REM sleep. So it's important for adults to regularly get a full night's rest of about 7 to 9 hours to take advantage of each of the 3 dips into deep cleaning sleep. Another thing your brain does almost as soon as you lie down is help you learn. The clearest evidence we have for how this works comes from studies on rat brains. When researchers stick a bunch of wires in a rat's brain and listen while it acquires new information, like the scent of a new food or learning how to navigate a new maze, they observe a very specific, never heard before pattern of neural activity for that experience. Imagine a distinct Morse code of electric activity zapping away as they learn it. Well, when the rat goes to sleep, its brain replays the exact same maze learning pattern over and over again at a much faster rate than when they learned it. By the time he wakes up, his brain has literally replayed this sequence thousands of times, solidifying this neural pathway in his brain. This extraordinary process is learning and forming memories. Like rats, humans replace certain learning experiences at night. Unlike rats, more emotionally charged memories appear at different stages in the sleep cycle. Now, guess what happens to the rat when you wake him up during this memory-making process? He has trouble remembering and getting through the maze the next day. This in part explains the notorious brain fog and memory issues experienced by people with chronic sleep debt. It explains why just one night of sleep loss results in a 30% decline in cognitive function. It explains why regularly getting less than 6 hours of sleep makes your brain work as slow as if you haven't slept in 2 days. And it explains why you need to hit the hay on time every night. Finally, your brain resets and regulates the release of your hormones at night. Hormones that'll control your mood, memory, and appetite the next day. Human growth hormone is a hormone released by the pituitary gland, and the majority of it is released while we sleep. In kids and teens, growth hormone stimulates muscle and bone growth, making them taller. In adults, GH promotes a host of bodily functions, including strengthening and repairing of our bones and muscles, stimulating our immune system, and even helping us lose weight. Getting less than 7 hours of sleep dramatically reduces the amount of growth hormone you produce. Ghrelin and leptin are two more hormones impacted by how much sleep you get.
And when you don't get enough Z's, your appetite, your metabolism, your weight, and even your memory are all affected.
So, in sum, I simply can't overstate the importance of good quality sleep to the proper functioning of your body and brain. While you sleep, your brain clears itself of mind crumbling toxins. It literally constructs what you know by chemically consolidating your memories. And it fine tunes your endocrine system so that you can be your best and healthiest self the next day. If you found anything interesting in this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. And if you think someone else will find it interesting, share your snacks with them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you at snack time.